backstory because some people probably like, how you not know about this baby? Y'all, I was bamboozled. I was fooled. I was tricked. Like, and I had no freaking clue whatsoever. So let's just backtrack. Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Rye. Y'all, like, I was literally just screaming, like, because my friend had literally just sent me a message, and basically, just to let you guys know, my friends are done with me, like, officially, because, you know, they're tired of me. Like, I keep, like, going through stuff with dude, like, I keep going through issues with dude. It's always bullshit. It's always a problem. Like, it's always something. And then they're always like, you know, like swinging, like, just stop, right? Like, just block him. Like, just let it go. Like, it's nothing good coming out of it. Just, but, you know, I keep going back. And then here we are in this freaking situation. As y'all can tell by the title of the video, this is my life, okay? So basically, I just want to give y'all a quick little story time because I feel like I want my channel to be about all aspects of my life, including like me dating. And I haven't touched on me dating at all on my freaking YouTube. So why not hit y'all with a little story time? It's current news, very current news. So I was like, let me just hop up here and tell y'all. Basically, let's just start from the beginning. I don't even know if we're gonna call him a sneaky link or if he's gonna be more so like potential boo, potential bae. We're gonna call him sneaky link for the purpose of this video, but we really weren't sneaking, so let's just get that out there. So me and my little sneaky link, we met each other like at the beginning of this year. We've been like talking for a little while now. Basically, when things first started, you know, like it was very much casual, very much, you know, we were just like enjoying each other's time. Like, it was nothing crazy, but you guys, like, I did genuinely like enjoy being around him. I usually don't like being around people all the time. Like, you know, I like people in doses. Like, I'll hang out with you for a little bit, but I also like my alone space. And I'm like that with him too, don't get me wrong, but I spend more time with him than I would with somebody else. So I don't even want to, like, you know, but he was my top, you know, he was at the top of the list. Like, you know, I saw a little bit of potential because, like, let me just slow down. At the beginning, it was none of that. But here recently, I really was starting to look at dude different. And I think that's like why my feelings was a little bit disrupted when I got the news about this bullshit, because I was like, dude, like, I literally like just started looking at you like in a different way. Like, I just started, you know, girls, like, y'all know when you start looking at a guy, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, you looking at him like it could be something more. Like, I see something in you. Like, I think like me and you might actually be able to like be something, you know what I mean? So that's the part that really had me in my feelings, because I really was starting to like catch feelings for dude, and then all of this bullshit happened. So let's just start from the beginning, because I feel like y'all just need a little bit of backstory, because some people probably like, how you not know about this baby? Y'all, I was bamboozled. I was fooled. I was tricked. Like, and I had no freaking clue whatsoever. So let's just backtrack. Basically, when I first met him, there's two questions that I always ask guys. There's a couple, but the main two: are you currently dealing with anybody seriously? And number two, do you have kids? Now, with the first question, when I asked him if he was dealing with anybody seriously, he was like, no, like, I'm not. You know, he told me like he was still messing around with people, but he ain't tell me that he was in anything serious. So I was like, okay, cool, like, we can like get to know each other. Then when I asked him about the kid situation, let's start with this. Y'all, there's nothing against men with kids. I honestly love kids, and I could see myself being a little stepmom on some real stuff, you know, because I do want to be around kids, but I know I'm not ready to have my own yet. So I really would love to be around somebody's baby. But let's get something clear. I like guys that take care of their kids, number one. And I also like guys that their kids, if they aren't with their baby mom, or, you know, whoever had their baby, if they're not with them anymore, I want for the baby to be at least 1 or 2 years old. And now y'all might be like, why the baby gotta be 1 or 2? But for me, I strongly feel like if you just birthed the baby, you can't tell me you're not still trying to fuck that man, like, or you not still trying to sleep with him, like, whatever. I just know if I were pregnant, I would be on my baby daddy like white on rice. Like, I know I would want to be with him all the time. I would want to be up under him all the time. So I feel like any girl's gonna be like that. They're obviously gonna want you around. They're gonna want support, because that's a hard time, okay? So for those reasons, I always ask because I want to know like what that situation is looking like. And at the beginning, had he told me like, oh, I'm about to, my girl's pregnant, I'm about to have a baby in a little bit, da da da, I would have been like, I would have hit him with the 1-2, because like there's nothing more for us to talk about, because I already know that that means that y'all are still involved with each other. And if y'all are not involved with each other, I still know there's gonna be drama, there's gonna be issues, like if she know you dealing with somebody, because you know a little bit of jealousy does happen too. Like I'm not gonna put it all on the baby dad. Like sometimes they could be really separated and it could just be jealousy. Long story short, he told me he did not have a kid. So I was like, boom, cool, he don't got a kid. So we just like, you know, we started like getting to know each other more. We started like spending time together, and it was kind of like spotty. At the beginning, we were like, it's not like we were consistent with each other. We were just seeing each other here and there. Let's fast forward. Then we took a break from each other. The reason we had to take a break from each other is because he's one of those people, like when we're together, everything's cool. Like, you know, he makes me feel all the things I need to feel. He makes me like, you know, happy. Like I love being around him, which is a good thing, right? But when we're not together, he sucks at communication. Like that is what was pissing me off, is the fact of like, you're not going to communicate with me like this. Like, you're not going to treat me like I'm one of them. Like, you feel me? Like, right idea, wrong bitch. Like, that's my favorite saying as of late. You tried it. You're not about to play with me like that, because I've been there, done that, maybe at a different point in my life, but we are not there anymore. So you're either going to come correct or I'm going to let you go, because I don't care anymore. Like, now that I'm getting older, you guys, like, guys, if you're not coming to me correct, not even correct, if you're not coming to me the way I want you to come for me, like it's done, like it's dead. Because at this point in my life, like I really don't have to deal with it. Like, so why? You know what I mean? So anyways, let's get back to the story. Long story short, I took a little break from him because he wasn't on the right energy where I needed him to be. He came back into my life literally like the weekend before I had to go get my BBL. He didn't know when I was getting my BBL, but I think we just randomly got into communication. And don't quote me on this, because I don't know if I'm pretty sure he reached out to me first. I would have to like go back in my messages, but it doesn't really matter. I wanted to talk to him too because I responded, or vice versa, whichever. We got back into communication. We was talking, but you know, I was like going through a lot with my surgery, so like I couldn't really talk that much the week of my surgery. But once I got back home, you guys, like he honestly like showed up and he showed out. Like, you know, he was really being very sweet to me. You know, he would come over and he would like help me with my faja. He would help me like get myself together. Like he really was helpful. He took me to the store. He got me some food. Like, you know, like he really was putting forth an effort. And like, I genuinely can say like, I saw that and I felt that. Like, I felt like he really was trying to put forth an effort to show me like, you know, he's trying to be there for me. So that was like the start of like a few little feelings, you know, because we like started spending more time being more like close with each other. And then fast forward past that, we started like having more deep, so my surgery was in July, so now we like passed, like we months in at this point. So now I was like starting to get feelings for him, and me and him started having like serious conversations, you know, kind of like, you know, like how do you feel about me type thing. But y'all, like, let's be honest, like I'm not the best with communicating my feelings, and I also do have trust issues, so I really don't be trying to tell guys like how I really feel about them. I kind of like feel out, like, you know, I'm trying to feel out like how do you feel about me, and then like once I feel a certain way, then I'll tell you. Because he'll always tell me that, he's like, you're so hard to read. Like, I really don't know, like, how you be feeling. I just be guessing. Like, I can be difficult in that aspect, but it's all worth it, okay? Like, so I was starting to like him a lot. I don't think we had that talk, like, I like you like that. Can we, like, take a step further? We definitely did not have that talk. But I could just see, like, y'all know when you start to look at a guy different. Here recently, let's fast forward from July when I had my surgery, when he was helping me out so much. We've been consistent ever since then with each other, you know, like making sure we're communicating and like actually trying to spend time with each other. And we have been like actively trying to get better, like with our communication and stuff with each other. You know, like the more that you learn somebody, it like, you get what I'm saying. Like you learn people and it helps for y'all to like develop those relationships. I think for me, it's just more so like, it just takes me like a little bit of time to build that up. But nevertheless, y'all. Anyways, we started having those conversations, you know, just about like, I'm really not focused on anybody else right now. Like, you know, I'm really kind of focused on you. Of us, you know, I really ain't talking to nobody really. But anyways, so he was just feeding me all of these things, like about like, he's not talking to anybody seriously, and like how You know, he really I'm top pick, okay? Like, but for real though, you get what I'm trying to say. Like, basically, those were the things that he was telling me. Just like, I could see something with you. Like, here we are now. You know, we've been really like growing together. And I would just kind of be sitting there like, yeah, like, you know, just listening. But in my head, I kind of was like believing it. In my head, I kind of was like looking at him like, you know, like, dang, I could kind of see something like that with you, because like I do like him a lot. Y'all. Oh, okay. And then like, so let's fast forward. So he's been working a crap ton lately. This is when I should have known. This is when I should have known there was a baby. One day something just hit me like, dude got a baby. Like, dude in my head, I was like, he already has a kid. I was like, I don't know how, but he has a kid somewhere and he's lying about it. Like, that's just the thought that it popped up in my head, like as clear as day. It was so random. Like, I wasn't even thinking about him in that moment, and it just popped up in my head. I think I was on my way to Chick-fil-A. Like, I literally remember driving down the street and it just popped up like, dude got a baby. That same freaking day, he was like, hey, like, what you doing later on today? Like, oh, I should have known he had a baby, because like he started working more. He ended up getting another job. So now he was working 2 jobs. Like, he was working all the time. So then I was like, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's tea? So then one day he was like, all right, like, I'm gonna be on break, like in between my jobs. I'll have a little, you know, like a couple hours off. Like, do you want to come by my mom's house? Like, meet me there and like we can hang out or whatever. And it's not like that was anything out of the norm. Like, I've hung out, like, his, you know, his family's in our city. So I've hung out at his parents' house before with just me and him, you know, like, so I was thinking it was just gonna be the same thing. He does have his own place, but like, yeah, I don't even need to go into all that. Long story short, I went over there thinking like, oh, we're just about to chill like any other day. When he pulls up, well, first of all, I was parked in the driveway. Like, I was parked in the driveway. And he pulled up behind me. And so he got out the car, and I was about to get out the car, and he was like, hold up. Like, we went to the door, something happened. He was like, let's just go talk in the car really quick. So I was confused. I was like, okay, like, let's go talk in the car. And so dude was like, y'all, I swear to God, I really don't even remember exactly how he started it. But basically he was like, you know, like, I have something to tell you. And I was like, what is it? Like, honestly, I was like, are you being serious? Like, you really got something to tell me? Because with him, this is another thing that I didn't mention. He's a Sagittarius, y'all. He's a Sagittarius, and he's very much like a jokester. Like, he's always joking literally about everything. And I tell him this all the time. Like, I never even know when you're being serious or when you're not being serious, because like, you're always making a joke of everything. And he was like, well, I'm serious about stuff that needs to be serious. And I'm like, not in my opinion. There's things that you joke about that I would never joke about. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'd be confused. So when he was saying, he was like, I need to talk to you about something. And I turned around, I was like, are you like joking? Like, do you really need to talk to me about something? He was like, no, like, I'm being dead ass. Like, I really need to talk to you about something. So I was like, what is it? And he was like, I'm about to, like, you know, I'm going to be having a baby. Like, I'm going to be a dad. Like, I don't even know how he said it, but basically he said he was expecting, like, he's gonna be having a kid. And literally I was like, I know you fucking lying. Like, huh? Like, huh? Like, y'all, I really was so quiet. Like, I just got quiet because I was like, in my head, I was like, I know he's fucking lying. Half of my head was like, no, bitch, he's telling the truth. But the other half of my head was like, no, like, there's no way he could be telling the truth about this. Like, y'all literally have been spending time together. He's literally never mentioned a baby, like, whatsoever. So then, y'all know, you got to start asking questions. I was like, well, do you know what you're having? And he was like, yeah, I'm having a girl. So then I was like, already like, boom, like, so she's definitely like 4 months pregnant. So I was like, oh, dang, like, it's like that. Like, and I was like, well, what else did I say? I was like, well, like, when is she due? Like, whatever. Y'all, that baby is due in a month and a half. Like, nigga, you fucked up. Like, when I tell y'all that jump pissed me off, like, I was like, what do you mean? Like, what? A month and a half? Baby's coming here. And now it's October. It's not even like a month and a half. Like, what? Huh? Oh! Y'all, I am screaming. Literally, like, I don't know. I think I just got really quiet. It was a mixture of being quiet and then like literally just laughing because like my life is a joke. Like, what? My thing was like, why are you telling me like you want to be serious with me? Why are you telling me, you know, like all these things, like if you know you have a baby on the way? And he was like, you know, well, I just stopped messing around with girl, like, and so I was like waiting to tell you until I was officially like all the way done with her. He was like, I was waiting to tell you because I had to come to terms with it myself, da 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 da. And I'm like, you know, I can kind of understand that. You know, I can kind of understand that you have to come to terms with it. But on the other side of things, it's like, you knew when I asked you when I first met you, you already knew you had a baby on the way. That was the realization to me, was that you knew from jump when I met you that you had a baby on the way, and I asked you and you didn't say anything. So now you're a liar. And he was like, no, like I didn't lie. Like he was like, I didn't lie. Like I don't have a kid yet. And I was like, huh? What do you mean you didn't lie? You don't have a kid yet. Like you do have a kid. If you know the sex of the baby, that means the baby is grown enough to have a full body. Like, what do you mean you don't have a kid yet? He was like, well, she's not here yet. So in my mind, it's like, you know, and I was like, I said, this is why guys get on my nerves. Because that really sounds like some stuff a guy would say. Like, what do you mean you don't have a kid yet because the baby is not here yet? You've had a kid since she got pregnant. Like, that's when you had a kid. So that pissed me off. Then he was like, you know, like, you know, do this stuff. Like, I just didn't know, like, if we were, like, actually going to, like, carry baby to term. And I was like, I can kind of understand, like, when people think there's a chance of a miscarriage. But at the same time, if you made it all of those months, you made it past month 1, you made it past month 2, you made it past month 3, you made it past month 4 to find out the sex. Like, not to say that it can't happen, but it's like, you know, like you've passed the more at risk stage of that happening. You've passed that already. You've been past it for months. She's about to pop now. So why didn't you tell me? So I was very much confused, y'all. Like, I ended up going home. Like, I didn't even tell my best friend about it until like a couple days later. Like, I literally like didn't even believe it. Like, I knew it was real, but I couldn't bring myself to terms to like believe that it was actually real. You get what I mean? So I couldn't talk about it out loud. I didn't even want to say anything, but I called my sister and I told my sister about it because, like, you know, he's even met my sister. Like, he's been hanging out with my family a little bit. Like, not like my whole family, but like, you know, I care about my sister and her little friend or whatever. So, like, I was like, Kiki, you will not... Cut. I accidentally said his name. But I was like, Kiki, you will not believe what so-and-so just told me. And I, like, had to fill her in, like, on the thing. You know what I mean? Like, tell her what he had told me, all this stuff. And she was like, dang. She was like, Mariah, like, I told her, I was like, Kiki, I'm going to tell this for my YouTube. And she was like, Mariah, like, she was like, maybe just wait. Like, she was like, just wait. Like, you might need a little bit more sauce for your story. I said, okay, I'm not going to tell my YouTube. I'm not going to tell him. I'm not going to tell him that my sticky link is having a whole baby on me. Like, y'all, fast forward to today. Literally, today, okay? I'm sitting there minding my freaking business. I'm minding my neck, okay? A message pop up on my phone like, so-and-so wants to message you on Instagram. So I'm like, who is this? Oh, side note. This whole time on social media, Sneaky Link was not following me on social media, okay? He was not following me on social media. But that's not anything, like, I don't give a freak. Like, I typically don't be on guys' social media either. I kind of like for it to be that way, like, if we're not on each other's stuff, because I want to say what I want to say. You can say what you want to say, and like we could be separate. Does that make sense? So anyways, I was like, oh, so then like a week ago, literally last week, he finally like followed me on Instagram, which was kind of weird. I was like, you know, why do you want to follow me now? Like, we ain't followed each other this whole time type thing. But I didn't say anything. So today when I got that message, I was like, okay. Y'all, I don't know if I'm gonna post the actual screenshots, but I think I might just post the screenshots for y'all. I'm gonna post it like right here. I don't even know if I know how to do this on my editing or if it'll come like after this or what. But basically the girl messaged me and she was like, hey, do you talk to a blank blank? Like, she said his full name, his government name. And she, let me, hold on, let me see what she said for real, because I forgot. All right. So basically, she was like, "Hey, do you talk to a so and so? He mentioned that he met you online a little bit ago. Da 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 da." And so I was like, "Oh, like," I was like, "Yeah, I know him. Like, what's up?" And she was like, "Yo." Then the conversation, as you can see, it just got to going. Basically, she was telling me like they've been in a whole relationship for the past 2 years. She said that like she saw me text him one night, and then she was like, he said that he ain't know me like that. He just like, I don't know where he lives. I don't know anything about him. I'm just like some random, something like that. It was just like a whole bunch of things, and I was just like, I literally was like, LOL, it's the lies for me. And she was like, what do I have to lie for? I think she got an attitude. I don't remember exactly what she said, but I'm like, baby girl, like I ain't got no issues with you. Like, I literally have zero issues with you. Like, I will never have problems with a bitch over a man. Like, girl, you got me messed up. Like, you can have him, sweetie. Like, have him, because that's really what I wanted to do. And y'all, let's just start with this. Like, it's not even within my character. It's not even within my character to respond to some stuff like that. Like, let me just be honest. Like, I really am not here for the mess. I'm not here for the drama. I don't like stuff like that. Like, why are you texting me? Go text your man. Like, that's what I think. So when she texted me, in my head, I was like, Mariah, don't respond. Like, this is stupid. Don't respond. I was like, honestly, you want to know what my first instinct was? My first instinct would have been to screenshot her message and send it to dude, because like if I trusted him, that would have been what I did. But I didn't trust him, because literally just last week you're just telling me about a baby that's about to be on the way. So I'm already thinking, like, in my head, I'm already like, he's a liar. Like, he's a fucking liar. Like, why would I ever believe anything that he said? You know what I mean? So that's what was in my head. That's the only reason why I responded, is because I felt like I didn't trust him to tell me the truth. Like, if I would have brought it to him, I didn't think that he was going to tell me the real. So I was like, let's see. And I had texted my friend Ivana. She was like, Mariah, respond. Like, respond. I was like, like, I don't want to. I literally texted her and I was like, my mind is telling me yes, but my anxiety is telling me no. Like, don't respond. And that's really how I felt. Clearly responded, and that's what happened. But basically, like, in my head, I did respond to her and I was being honest. I just felt like if I were her, and this is what my friend had said too, she was like, well, if I were her, I would want to know the truth. Honestly, I shouldn't even listen to my friend, because it's not my place to tell you the truth. Or is it? Is it, what do y'all think? Is it my place? Is it my place to tell the girl the truth? Or is it her man's place to tell her the truth? I can kind of see it both ways, but I'm more so on the it's her man's job. But this time I went against what I believe in, and I was the one that let her know. But it was only because she was asking me, and I felt bad because she is pregnant. I looked on her freaking picture or whatever, and I was like, as soon as I saw the message request, I clicked on her profile, and I saw literally like a couple days ago she had just posted like pregnancy pictures. So I was like, that's her. So basically that's what happened. She wanted to come to me as a woman. She wanted to ask me like, like, do I know where he lives? She was asking me like, have I been intimate with him? Like, all these questions. And like, when she started asking like stuff, like, it was the I don't know where he lives for me. Boy, I know where you live. Like, stop it. But then too, when she was like asking about us being intimate and stuff, I was kind of like, so are y'all really together? Like, oh, and that's what blew me, because I asked her, I was like, are y'all together, ? And she was like, I'll let him tell it. So girl, y'all, what? I'll let him tell it? So yes or no? Like, I'm answering you yes or no. Like, so you answer me yes or no. Are y'all together or not? That's where I should have stopped the conversation, because if it's a no, like, it's really none of your business. Like, but she didn't answer me on that, and that's where I fucked up. Like, I shouldn't have engaged in that conversation, because I should have known what it was on. So I got up from my little thing that I was doing. Like, I like get distracted, and that's why I don't like stuff like that, because I really was in the middle of something important, and it just had my blood boiling. Like, not actually, let me not lie, it did not have my blood boiling, but like, it had me antsy. Like, my anxiety was really high. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what's about to happen? Y'all. So then what did I do? I had messaged, I had called him. I was like, I'm tired of this back and forth. Like, why is she even on my phone? I was like, let me call him. And I was like, you got me effed up. Like, I literally told, I really don't even want to say how I said it, but I was like, boy, you got me messed up for real. Like, what's going on? He was like, first of all, you need to stop, because I was about to apologize. And that made me scream, because he was like, I was about to apologize to you, but what you're not going to do is call me a liar, because, like, I haven't lied about anything. And I'm like, dude, what you talking about? Like, she literally just said y'all are in a committed relationship. He was like, long story short, he basically was like, I've never been in a committed relationship with girl. Like, we have not been serious, like, in so long. Like, she's lying. Like, don't believe nothing she say. He was like, block her, don't respond. And then I'm like, that's kind of suspect. I've been responding to the girl this whole time, and now you tell me to block her when she's talking about, like, are y'all intimate? Like, what? Now she gonna be like, now she really gonna think something up. Like, I can't just block her off of that. So I got off the phone with him and basically was like, you know, we'll talk later. But he did apologize to me, because he was like, I feel really bad. Like, this really shouldn't have been a thing. Like, I hate that I got you, like, dragged into this. Like, I'm really not like that, and I don't want you to think, you know, that's how I am, or that I'm trying to get you involved in mess. And I was like, yeah, like, please, because what? But yeah. So what was I about to say? So next, basically that's the end of the story, you guys. Like, my mind is still spinning. Like, I literally just got home from what I had to do. And I was like, let me just record this quick video and tell y'all about what happened. What do y'all think I should do? Honestly, my friends, they said block them. They said just block them, be done with it, block the both of them. Because what we're thinking is, like, even if he is telling the truth, and I really do want to believe him, like, I really do. We're not even going to get into that, but I really do believe what he's saying, because, like, I don't know. It's, like, hard to pick and choose who to believe. I do feel like she's telling the truth too. I do feel like she's telling, you know, some of the truth. I do believe that they were, like, involved with each other for sure. I'm not taking that away from her. I do feel like he was probably lying to her for sure. I'm not going to take that away, because I'm sure he was. But I feel like he was being honest with me and what he was telling me the whole time as well. Outside of the baby, I feel like he was telling me the truth about, you know what I'm saying, the other stuff. So what do y'all think I should do? Should I block dude? Or what? I think it's like a no-brainer at this point. He's probably blocked. Like, I don't even know why I be giving people chances, because it's kind of like, how many times you gotta show me, like, the same thing, okay? And honestly, too, it's like, Mariah, if they're about to have a baby together, if she's already in your phone now and they aren't even together, just imagine when the baby is here. Like, it's gonna be like this for a while. And that's the only thing, too, that's keeping me from wanting to talk to him, is just because it's like, this is never gonna end. And I don't want to, like, gain more feelings for you, or really have feelings for you, and then have to deal with baby mama drama. Like, that is so not me. It's so not me. So I'm like, I don't know, you guys, but that's just my quick little story time. Please, like, don't judge me. Please don't judge me, because it happens to the best of us. You know, sometimes you play the game, sometimes you get played. Like, it is what it is. My feelings are not hurt. Honestly, like, I'm kind of like, now that I moved anyway, y'all. Like, I moved regardless. I'm, like, in a whole new city for a whole new job, so it really doesn't matter at this point. I'm gone. But I'm also kind of sad, because I'm like, y'all, I love babies. Like, I love babies. I don't want one right now for myself, but, like, I would love to be around, like, a little baby and, like, love on them and, like, you know, like, just see them grow. Like, so now I'm kind of sad, because I'll miss that. Like, I'll miss the little child, but I wish them the best, you know. Y'all, do y'all like my braids? I did these myself. I did it myself. I didn't do my lashes today because, you know, various reasons, but I'm trying to see if I can get a thumbnail. Or maybe I should go, because that's how I'm really feeling about this whole baby situation. It's like, but anyways, thank y'all so much for tuning into my video, and I will be back with more story times. Let me know if y'all like my little story time. If so, I will be back with some more crazy little stories, because I got plenty to tell, trust me. But thank y'all for watching till the end, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.